Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the CWW-05-1 mission from the Cold War Warrior campaign for the Flaming Cliffs Su-25. Looking at the mission briefing, we've got a late morning mission in the winter. There will be snow on the ground, so that provides good contrast with the ground units that are targets, and the clouds are high enough that they're not really going to cause any problems in this mission here. Looking at the loadout, we got some unguided rockets, some laser-guided missiles, and some bombs. Looking at the allies, we got a couple MiG-27s, an A-50, which is essentially an AWACS, some MiG-23s, and some other Su-25s. Looking at the objective, essentially we're going to fly out to the strike waypoint and bomb a couple of bunkers there, or at least destroy a couple bunkers. We can look at the flight plan here. You're going to want to take note of all these waypoint numbers and speeds and altitudes and times if you want to stay on schedule and be with the rest of the strike package. There's nothing else listed in the package here, but there are other flights happening that you might want to coordinate with. If you don't want to bother coordinating with them, you can just gun it out ahead of everybody and take care of your objective, but you might be at a little more risk from SAMs and AAA in the area. Looking at the threats, we got Hawk radar-guided SAMs, we got Manpad Stinger IR-guided SAMs, Roland radar-guided SAMs, and Gepard AAA. There's also some F4s flying around, but there should be friendly flights taking care of those. Looking at the pictures on the left, we got kind of a top-level view of the route that we're going to take. So fly out, turn in towards a strike target, kill the bunkers in there, then fly home. Got a little bit more of a close-up of that, but we'll look at this in the mission planner as well. This is a photo of the target area. So these bunkers are these two little inclined things on each side of this middle tent. There's like a little mesh tent or something in the middle. We're not concerned about that, but we are concerned about the bunkers on each side of it. And it looks like there's maybe a man pad standing right next to that as well. Looking at the mission planner. So we're going to start off down here at Sochi, fly up north, just following the waypoints. Once we get to waypoint 2 or close to waypoint 2, we're going to be looking out the right side ahead, trying to start locating the target area. So if we look at the satellite view, we'll be able to look across these trees and find this kind of square-shaped village out here in the middle of the field. And that'll have a road coming out of it. So we just follow that road up to the intersection, and then the targets are going to be at the south part of that intersection there. So if we zoom in real close, we got the bunkers on each side of this middle thing, and there is a man pad sitting right here as well. There is kind of this ring of man pads and IFVs all around too. The IFVs I think will be there right from the start. The man pads won't spawn until sometime after you enter the area, although it's pretty soon, like 30 seconds I think for a couple of them. So for your first pass at these bunkers, you probably won't have any of those man pads to worry about. But you do have this one right next to the bunkers. Any subsequent passes, probably all of these man pads, or at least a couple more of them, are going to be active, and they'll be a pretty big threat. So on your first pass, you probably just want to kill both bunkers with your KH-25ML missiles because they got long range. So kind of line up, get your laser in the right general area, and fire one of those missiles as soon as you're in range. Wait maybe 5-6 seconds and then fire the other one. Just wait for that first missile to hit the first bunker. You probably aim for the south one first because when it blows up, the explosion is probably going to be big enough to take out this man pad as well. Anyway, once that first bunker gets hit, just slew your laser up to the other bunker, and there should be enough time for that second missile to course correct and hit that second bunker as well. Once you've destroyed both of those bunkers, you got choices to make. Your primary objective is really done at that point. So if you want to play it safe, you can just head home from there. If you want to have some more fun, you can come back in for subsequent runs on the rest of these targets, although all these man pads are going to be in play pretty quickly at that point. So if you want to do that, probably using your S-25L missiles is next up, and you probably want to target a couple of these man pads. From there, you got rockets and bombs. Those are both going to be pretty risky to use, so I don't really advise it, although I did try and fail to do that, as you'll see. So if you're going to do that, I'd still probably recommend attacking man pads, but it's going to be pretty tough to do that safely, so good luck with that if you try it. You can also use a wingman once you're in the area. He did acknowledge when I told him to attack the primary, though I didn't really see him doing anything useful. I think he just got shot down real quick. You can either tell him to attack the primary or direct him to attack air defenses or ground targets or whatever you want to do to try to get him to do something useful, but probably not going to be able to rely on him just because of all the anti-air threat. In addition to all these man pads down here, we've got a Gepard down here. So if you look at the course line for this target, I'll get that highlighted. We'll switch to the other map. You're going to see that it takes you kind of right over this village here, or just south of the village because it ends right here. But that, unfortunately, is within range of this Gepard. So if you follow that course line, you're going to be in range of that. So probably what you want to do is just swing a little bit further north of the course line and come in north of this village, kind of more from a east-west direction, so heading east towards the targets. If you do that, that'll keep you out of range of that Gepard. But don't stray too far north because you do have a SAM up here. There's probably some stuff further away as well that's not really a concern. So anyway, kind of take a more due east route, attacking those bunkers, and then best bet, play it safe, head home right away after that. Or if you want to take some risks, stick around and try to kill some more stuff. Either way, good luck. All right, start the mission. Go close the canopy, electrical on, engines on, flaps down. Tell ATC we're starting up. Turn that RWR down a few notches. All right, engines are ready. We'll request a taxi to see which runway we get. All right, runway 24. That's left to right from this perspective, so we'll taxi out to the left.
Обнаружена цель. 350. Удаление 180. На 3500. Расходитесь.
All right, that's runway 24. So we're a little bit early, but we'll go ahead and take off. I'll get the nav system on waypoint 1. There it is. And we got a long flight ahead, so I'll put timestamps in the video description if you want to skip over this. This leg of the flight plan calls for 2,000 meters altitude, but I'll fly a lot higher than that to conserve fuel. Alright, we're up above 5,000 meters now, so that should be plenty high enough to help conserve fuel. So I'll level out here, and we need to slow down a bit. Alright, we're getting close to waypoint 1, so after we hit that, we'll dive down below the clouds and proceed on to waypoint 2. The flight plan calls for being at 300 meters AGL, but I don't think it's necessary to be that low, so we'll just drop just below the clouds. Alright, we'll be getting to the waypoint 2 about a minute late. That's okay. Ideally, some of the other strike package will clean up some of the anti-air threat that's in the target area. I don't see the target area yet, but we got a little bit of time still. Oh, actually, I think that kind of diamond-shaped village there, this dot center screen, I think the road coming out of that to the right, yeah, I can see little dots. That's where the targets are. And I know we've got like a Gepard over in here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. I think I'll swing around, kind of ignore the course line and swing around north of that village and come at the targets from a little bit further west. Stay out of range of that Gepard. So I'll go ahead and go to air to ground. We'll choose the longer range missiles. I'll drop the glass a little bit. I'm going to tell the wingman to attack the primary and see what he does with that. Alright, he confirmed. I think that's probably the Gepard there, so we'll stay well away from that. Alright, I'll turn in. We'll get the laser in the general area. I think I can actually see those bunkers, so I'll put it right on one of them. There we go. We're in range already. So I'll fire both. I'll fire the second one here in a second. Then after the first one hits, I'll slew over to the second bunker. There we go. Alright, got both of them. I'm going to dive away, push out some flares. Looks like we got some sort of unit here, so I'll swing around that. Yeah, he's shooting at me. Looks like a tank, maybe. Just jinking around his shots a little bit. Alright, we're clear of him. I'll head over to the water more. Alright, we'll switch to the other missiles. And I'll take out this first martyr down here. I'm going to use launch permission override with these missiles because they will fly farther than the range indicator would tell you. I'll go ahead and shoot. Alright, I'll turn away to the right this time. I don't like turning towards the Gepard, but I don't want to turn towards that tank either. And push it out flares just in case any other stingers want to shoot at me. And we should be low enough that they're not going to be able to get us. we'll come back in and do that again. Alright, I'll take this martyr here. That looks about right. Go ahead, shoot. Got him. More flares. And keeping the throttle low. Go switch to rockets. Check on the wingman again. No response from him. I'll try to give him a different command. Tell him to attack air defenses, I guess. Yeah, no response from him, so he's probably dead. Alright, really no need to keep attacking, but I'm feeling plucky, so if you wanted to play it safe, you just head home at this point. I'll attack this guy, waiting for range, and then watching for launches from them. Keep the throttle down. Start preemptively flaring. Go. Oh, looks like I don't have any more flares. And there's the SAM shot. Let's see. Took a hit. Got lucky. I think the engines are still okay. Yeah, I should have checked that we still had flares. Looks like we got maybe a problem with the... I don't know, we got a warning light on there. We'll see what that is later. I'm going to go ahead and just jettison the rest of the munitions. And we'll head on home at this point. Looks like the engines are okay, so if we're not leaking fuel, then we'll probably be alright. I'll climb up high, get it in return mode. Get going home. So like I said, just got lucky there that didn't get destroyed by that, but we did take out those bunkers and a couple other units. Probably would have been better just to use the missiles and not try to use the rockets, but even though we got hit, we'll get home and call it a success. I got another long boring flight ahead, so again there will be timestamps in the video description if you want to skip this.
26-й. Прошел ППМ-2 на 1200.
It's going to take a while to drop down to sea level, so we're about 70 kilometers out. I'll start dropping now. Throw the speed brake out just to keep everything under control. Alright, I'll go ahead and turn towards the airfield. We're slow enough for gear and flaps, so we'll see if we get any. Looks like we're missing the right main gear. So landing's going to be a little messy, but we'll do our best. I'll just bring them up and we'll just do a belly landing. Alright, I'll come in a little bit more shallow and fast than I would normally. Try to get a smooth belly landing going. Fortunately, there's power lines right in front of the runway, so it can't come in quite as shallow as I'd like. Alright, we'll take a look at the jet. Got a few holes in it. Lucky to have survived that man-pad shot. Alright, that'll do it.